Terra 3 Saitama. In the world of One Punch Man, only one stands as the strongest. Saitama broke his limiter, placed on him by God himself, and now possesses strength that grows without end, able to defeat any opponent in a single punch. He defeated Lord Boros, an alien from space who was told years ago that he would meet someone who could match his strength, only to die on Earth's surface after threatening to wipe it away. Even the hero hunter, Garo, who became a monster and received power from God himself, couldn't match Saitama's strength. In the end, even divine strength falls short of Saitama's fists. In Terra 2, God explained that even higher gods exist, and we saw how that fight ended. But he was actually right. Because in another universe, Garo gained strength from a being far greater than Terra 2's god. Now we get to see if Saitama is truly the strongest. In the One Punch Man fan manga titled Terra 3, Garo absorbs power from God and lands back on Earth as the strongest being in the universe, Cosmic Garo. He now faces the strongest, period, the One Punch Man, Saitama. Garo, in this new cosmic state, sees everything. The structure of the entire universe is in his hands, and the mysteries of heaven and earth are opened before his eyes. Garo immediately attacks Saitama with a supernova punch. Unlike his manga counterpart, who could create a small gamma-ray burst, this punch explodes every cell in its target's body. When fully extended, it expands into a Laniakea supercluster, a galaxy cluster home to the Milky Way and 100,000 other galaxies. No wonder its other name is Immense Heaven. However, Saitama punches Garo back, as if the attack was nothing but a flashlight in his eyes. It's revealed that the number one hero, Blast, was able to erase the destructive force of Garo's punch as if it never existed. That punch, which distorted the very fabric of the universe, was rewritten. The only ones who even remember it happening are Garo and Saitama. Garo admits not even the brightest explosion in the universe was enough to close the gap in strength. That's when he makes his decision. Relying on the power within the universe isn't enough. To defeat Saitama, he will use the universe itself. It is revealed that the universe is far larger than we could have ever imagined. Even models like the von Neumann universe, which construct reality in hierarchical layers, only cover a small fraction of its size. To simplify, imagine starting with an empty shelf and progressively adding collections of books. Each stage builds on the last, creating a comprehensive library. This is the von Neumann universe. But in the Terra 3 universe, this is only a fraction, and all of this gets lost in the vastness of the universe. Garo closes the entire universe into his fist for a cosmic cataclysm strike. But all of this unstoppable power is stopped cold by Saitama's hand. Saitama tells Garo they're taking this fight somewhere else, and with that, the entire universe shatters. Garo wakes up in a white void. Looking up, he sees the entire multiverse before his eyes. He realizes that Saitama knocked them both out of the entire universe itself. And if you thought this fight was insane so far, you have no idea. Garo punches Saitama in the head, blowing an entire chunk off, mocking him for being weaker than expected, until Saitama's fist is lodged in his stomach, sending him flying. Garo regenerates, insisting that this is impossible. He erased the very concepts of time and space from the surroundings, yet Saitama simply peels off the erased concepts from his head like a sticker, and he's back to normal. Wait a minute, am I reading this right? Bro, there is no... Never mind. That's when Garo resorts to something even crazier. He reduces Saitama's body into 2 dimensions, then 1, and finally 0. The entire universe itself is cut into endless lines based on their own numbers, forming a hierarchy of infinite points. Each line represents an entire universe stacked upon one another in an incomprehensible structure. This attack is called Dimensional Blow. But Saitama? He cuts through from 0 dimensions, back to 3D, and punches Garo in the face. At this point, Garo tries to break reality itself. He hacks into Saitama's settings like a video game to rewrite his stats. But when he looks at the settings, all he sees is one word: invincible. Garo cannot believe it. Desperate, he tries to erase the very concept of humanity, but Saitama simply grabs his speech bubble, erases the words, and rewrites them. Instead of erase, it now says, "I won't erase humanity." Nah! What is going on? Garo finally gives up. He creates a reality where Saitama is a rich, famous hero with everything he could ever want, but Saitama refuses. Turning to Garo, he punches him so hard that he literally breaks through the screen of the reader, or in this case, my video. And he tells Garo, "None of this has value, because I'm not a hero for rewards. I'm just a hero for fun." Overall, Terra 3 Saitama would scale to high outer with irrelevant speed. Shout out to Nova for dropping 50 to sponsor this video. Because in the end, this is the Saitama we all picture in our minds. Beings that create and destroy multiverses, even those that transcend concepts themselves, all fall in the face of immeasurable strength. The gods created mortals and kept them from getting too strong, but Saitama, he is living proof that even the gods are bound to slip.